Hi everyone, this is Ishwarya here. Welcome to Yoga and You. I'm bringing you yoga practices all the way from its birthplace, India. Today we'll be looking at some of the mistakes made by beginner practitioners in yoga with respect to your alignment and breath. We'll just get into all of that right away. First, we're going to see some of the common asanas and how to take your own body measurements to come into those postures. First one being the tabletop position. You're going to come into seated in Vajrasana with your knees folded back and then take them slightly wider. So you're going to have a forearm distance between your knees. You're going to measure that with using your right hand. Take the right elbow, place it on the right inner thigh and right palm on the left inner thigh and make sure the knees are as wide as your forearm. From here, slowly lift yourself up. Take the feet as wide as your knees are. Now, the distance of your palms under the shoulders. For that, we're going to take the right and left elbow, place it against both the knees and place the palms down. So this is one forearm distance. From here, when we gently lift up, this becomes our tabletop position. The wrist is stacked right under the shoulders and the hip is right on top of the knees. Let's do a few rounds of cat and cow and see how this feels. Inhale, spine down, look up. Bring your shoulders away from the ears here. Try not to crunch the shoulders close to the ears. Exhale, lift the spine up, chin into the chest. Inhale, spine down, look up. Exhale, lift the spine up. Pull the belly in, lift it up. Inhale, spine down, look up. 3. Exhale, lift the spine up. Inhale, spine down, look up. 4. Exhale, lift the spine up. Inhale, come back into neutral and then relax in Vajrasana. The next asana that we're going to see is the child's pose or Adho Mukha Virasana. It will be the resting position for your body in throughout the classes whenever you're taking a break. So for that, you can take your knees mat width apart, keep your feet together, right? From here, you're going to walk the palms forward, and slowly place the forehead down on the floor. Stretch the hands in front of you. Your spine is straight here, going to completely rest. Some of the variations that you can take here are to keep a block in front of you. In case you're finding it hard to be seated on your heel, you're going to take the 2 blocks and place it in between so that you can be seated on top of the block and then comfortably fold forward. But if this is easier, that is sitting on your heel is easier, but your forehead is not reaching the floor, take the block, place it where your forehead comes, and then stretch the hands on either side, relaxing yourself down. These are some of the variations in which you can rest in Adho Mukha Virasana in between class. The third asana or the posture that we're going to see is the Bhujangasana. Gently come on to your belly and lie down. Here, you're going to place the palms right at your rib cage and fingers are spread. Roll the shoulders back and take them away from the ears instead of crunching them close towards you. Roll the shoulders back. Elbows are pointing up towards the ceiling. Create that space in your chest for you to breathe. Keeping the feet together, shoulders roll back. Now inhale and lift the head and chest up. If you notice, if I take my hands off, I can still stay up in my upper body. So that is how you're supposed to lift up in Bhujangasana, and avoid doing this where you're scrunching up the ears and pushing with your palms and tensing your shoulders. So roll the shoulders back, push the palms, use your upper back strength to stay up. Another thing, make sure the chin is neutral with the spine and you're not looking up. This especially starts creating tension in the neck in case you have a spondylitis. So we'll stay here together. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the head and chest up. Stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale and slowly come back down. I hope you felt the difference. The next asana that we'll be going to is Adho Mukha Svanasana, or the downward facing dog, another most common pose that you will see and you will practice in your yoga asana classes. So for that, again there is a measurement that you can take between your legs and your palms. You can get into child's pose, knees as wide as your hips, palms stretched in front of you, no bending the elbows, keep them nice and stretched. From here, gently raise the head up, lift your body up. You'll feel that you're almost in a tabletop position, but your hands are further away. From here, tuck the toes in, lift the knees up, push the hips back, and you'll get into your downward facing dog. You don't have to have a rounded spine, or you don't have to necessarily reach the floor. You're going to push the tailbone up and reach the forehead towards the knees. Stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly drop the knees down and relax in Adho Mukha Virasana. Gently come up. The last asana that we're going to see is a standing forward fold, or Bhujangasana. For that, you'll come to your mat and take the legs hip width apart. From here, place the hands on your waist. Instead of trying to touch the toes or touch the floor like this, what I would like you to do is arch the back, and from there extend the spine, keeping the spine nice and arched, and then fold forward. Here, you're going to bend the knees as much as required and place your palms on the floor. From here, take the forehead towards the knees and start trying to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. You may be here first, but you're going to feel a deep stretch behind the knees and slowly start to feel your hamstrings lengthen. Initially, you might be here. With regular practice, slowly you'll start being able to straighten the knees completely. Make sure the weight of your feet is entirely spread across all parts, and you're not pushing the weight directly on the heel alone. Slightly shift the body weight forward. Keep the forehead close to the knees. Keep lifting the hip up. Elbows go wide. Keep the chest close to the thighs. Keep the belly close to the thighs. Stay here. Long deep breaths. Feel the hamstrings lengthening. Inhale and slowly come up halfway. Exhale, hands on your waist. Inhale, lift the head up completely. Exhale, join the feet back together. Tadasana. I hope you enjoyed all these basic corrections in the asanas. Make sure that you practice them, and with time you will be able to get into proper alignment. Always remember, it doesn't matter how the asana looks on your body, it really matters how the asana feels in your body. Make sure to always listen to your teacher's cues while they say how the asana is supposed to feel, rather than how it looks. Have a happy practice. I'll see you in another video. Thank you.